My name is William Fang from National Tsinghua University. I'm very happy to work with 3 other professors to work on environment sensors for future smart applications. I will briefly introduce the project. After that, my colleagues will also give an introduction on the results of their sub-project. The goal of this project is to develop environment sensors. The reason we choose this target is because environment sensors is the key components for better life, so that we try to use these sensors to enhance the quality of our daily life. And in this project, we try to work on 2 sensing hubs. One is the air sensing hub, another one is the water sensing hub. In air sensing hub, we develop several different kinds of sensors. For example, like humidity, temperature, and the pressure, and also noise and IR. Together with PM 2.5, we call this air sensing hub. By using these sensors, we can detect the quality of the air. Another one we have is a water sensing hub, including a spectrometer and the heavy metal water detection sensors. By using these 2 sensors, we can detect the quality of water. In this project, we are not only doing the research, but we also closely collaborate with the industry. So in terms of collaboration, we do some vertical integration from design and the system. So we collaborate with design house, fabrication and packaging house, and testing, also module, and so on. So that you can see we work with many different kinds of companies in Taiwan. And hopefully, by using this research, we can help Taiwan to extend the impacts of the semiconductor ecosystems. That's why we call it more than more. The state of this project currently is the 4th year of this project. For the past 3 years, we successfully developed many different kinds of sensors. For example, as shown in this in my hand, we can see many different kinds of sensors have been successfully developed so far. In addition to that, we also integrate these sensors to become a module. So after that, we can further use this module to build up the device. For air sensing hub, we use a system in packaging and a system on chip approach to develop many modules. However, the water sensing hub is moving very fast. So the heavy metal water and the spectrometer already have successfully built up the device, and also have a staff company. And also they can detect the quality of the water and further send the information to cloud by using AI to further analyze these results. Our future application is to use a different sensing chip to build up different sensing module and the device, and for different applications. In this slide, you can see the top one is a smart home, which shows that we can use the sensors we develop and putting them in the like a kitchen or living room and so on. And then we can use these sensors to collect the information to help us understanding the quality of our like living room or kitchen and so on. And another example I would like to show the scenario is smart agriculture. So we can also use these sensors to help farmers to understand the quality of the environment and to enhance the growth of the agriculture, for example, like a tea land and so on. And the last one is the smart industry. So you can see the sensors can also put into the like a foundry or machine shop to enhance the quality of the environment.
My name is Shen Li from Institute of Nanoengineering and Microsystems at National Tsinghua University. It's my honor to present our research results. So in our project, we developed the aerosol or PM2.5 sensors. As you can see that the pollutant comes from the household, automotive, and industry. So such kind of small size, for example, PM2.5 or even PM1, with the diameter lower than 2.5 micron, will easily get into our body, will cause some heart disease and even the death of the human beings. So the current product have two types. One is the light scattering method. The other is gravimetric analysis method. For the light scattering method, although they are very cheap and cost effective, but they are using the scattering method, so the resolution and accuracy is not good enough. They only have the light to indicate the pollution of the aerosols. For the gravimetric analysis method, actually they collect the particles and into the filter and measure the weight in the end. So it's not the real time and also very costly. So you can see that for the first two, this is the very cheap but not accurate. But for the instrument, it's a few $1 million. So we developed the MEMS resonator to perform the aerosol sensors. We are using the particle landing on the resonator and cause the frequency drift to detect the concentration of the aerosols. So you can see that we developed aerosol collector, MEMS resonator, sustaining circuit, and also microphone to form the overall module. So you can see this is the fabricated results and mounted in the ceramic, and finally put it into the whole module. So you can see that the measurement shows that we have the PM1 in the 1 meter cubic chambers detected by the PM2.5 and also very expensive aerosol monitor. So in this case, we have a very high dependence, and they show a good agreement of the measurement result. So the R square even greater than 0.7, which shows efficacy of our sensor module. And our resolution can go down to, even we can detect the half weight of the PM1, which has a very high resolution. So in this case, you can see that our development has a high resolution and portable, cost-effective as compared to consumer, which is not accurate and also very expensive benchtop instrument. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Yulin Wang from National Tsinghua University. Today I would like to introduce the technology we developed recently. Heavy metal is toxic and may exist in the drinking water. Therefore, the EPA in Taiwan and United States defines the allowable heavy metal concentration. For example, lead iron, the allowed concentration is 15 ppb. Usually, heavy metal are detected with large laboratory instruments, such as the ICP-MS. It is very sensitive, but it's also very expensive, and it needs well-trained personnel to operate it. Although there's another technology called ISE, ion selective electrode, which can be portable, but the sensitivity is much higher than the government-regulated cutoff. Therefore, we developed a new technology that allows us have a high sensitivity comparable to ICP-MS, but the operation is very simple. The cost can be very low. These are results we have been detected for lead, mercury, cadmium, chromium, and arsenide. All these results shows our sensor very sensitive, and we can detect 3 orders lower than the government regulation. In the beginning, we developed this technology. We really hope this technology can be realized and benefit all human beings. So we strongly collaborate with industry, for example, semiconductor manufacturing company, then the packaging company, circuit module company. Then eventually, we really realize this technology. These technologies are also protected with many patents filed in Taiwan and United States. So we really hope this technology can benefit the whole human being. Thank you.
This is Professor Ko from NTU-ST. The main technology is that we have downsized a big spectrometer into this size. So with this kind of integration, we can make a desktop system into a size like this. This machine can detect many diseases. With the integration of a rapid test kit, the result can be obtained within 15 minutes. And the accuracy is the same as the hospital machine. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, we have developed such a system with 3 single steps. We can detect and quantify the antibody concentration and also the antigen concentration. So we can give you a full protection during the infection period. And we also developed a technology to detect the neutralizing antibody with a sensitivity of about 200 times more than human identification. We also compare with the golden standard CPAS, and it shows about 95% accuracy as the golden standard. And we also done many hospital tests to validate our system. So with this kind of innovation, we hope we can bring the world such kind of system and to make this kind of detection within the reach of yourself. That concludes my talk. Thanks.